Well, I'm Martin Savage in New York, where the news is breaking out of this city. Two New York City police officers in uniform, sitting in their NYPD patrol car, were shot in what was described as ambush style today in Brooklyn. We're told that both officers were shot in the head and both have died from their wounds. We're also told that the suspected gunman has been found dead. Here's how one witness described the scene.
No, she just told me that, they got shot in the car, whatever. They were sitting there. But my whole thing is, we got to take back our communities. This can't happen. If you mad at somebody, be mad at the person that you're mad at. Now, we have two families that's missing somebody for the holidays. Regardless of what, where's your humanity? Like, I know it's a war going on, and shout out to Eric Garner's family and everybody else who lost somebody, but you're not at his house or his lawn. This is two. You don't even know if they were good or bad. I don't condone this, and I'm not with it. I'm not with it.
We're wondering in Tom Fuentes. He's our CNN law enforcement correspondent and analyst, and he is joining us from Washington, D.C. Tom, certainly this has to be looked at in the troubling framework of demonstrations that have been held largely against the police department. Have you heard anything as to possible motive or where this investigation might begin?
No, Martin, I don't. They don't have the specifics yet that they want to put out. But just in general, if it turns out to be related to what's been going on in the news the past few months, this is something friends of mine in law enforcement, especially uniformed police officers, have been almost bracing for, because there has been so many people expressing so much anger at the police that even if the peaceful protesters didn't express or didn't carry out any kind of a physical act, they were worried that someone or some ones would be inspired to do it, and figured that that police officers are fair game right now to kill, that they're the enemy. They've taken over our neighborhoods, and they're hurting our people and killing our people and doing it for no good reason, and that there's no justice in their view, since police officers are not going to prison for having engaged in a police-involved shooting and shot an African American. And so that's been the fear, that the anger would spill over to someone who would carry out an act and do something like this.
Harry Houck is also joining us on the telephone. He's a former NYPD police officer. And Harry, I guess I will ask you that prior to this incident, had those feelings that Tom Fuentes just described, this incident in the New York PD, that this was bound to happen, was that a feeling?
Yeah, definitely. I agree with everything that Tom had said here.